Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to King's Quest VI, Heir Today, Gone Tomorrow. Alright, so first off, I'm going to grab, the, frozen lettuce here.
Alexander picks a head of iceberg lettuce.
Iceberg lettuce, whatever.
Ye gads! Is that cold?
Alexander is carrying a full head of a queer-looking lettuce made of ice. The lettuce is rapidly melting.
And it will melt, so we should, hurry and use it on what we need to use it on. So, we're gonna actually, first off, we need to, head over here.
Piles of stacked books, looking ready to topple at any moment, have been arranged haphazardly on the sandy ground.
I'm sure we can just take one of them.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize these books had an owner. I'm in need of a rare book.
No owner? All books have owners, my good man. And this book owner, bookworm to you, wouldn't part with one of his books for anything.
Isn't there something I can do for you to pay for the book?
Let's see. Do you have an itinerant clause?
No. No clauses at all, I'm afraid.
As an exception, you always should.
Don't mind oxymoron and diphthong. They're fairly limited grammatical principles, you know. Let's see. A marsh pig that does Texas?
No. I'm afraid not.
A dangling participle?
I'm fresh out.
A purple fiddle whacker?
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
An idiosyncrasy, perhaps?
Afraid not.
Ha! Then what good are you?
So we will need to, solve this, thing
Alexander
in order to get, the book. A rare one. Which we need to get, the spell book.
Alexander
First off, we'll go to the Owl Beast, which we haven't gone to yet. And oh, would you look at that?
There's an odd little creature dangling from that tree branch.
Hello, friend. Aren't you an odd-looking little fellow?
I'm not odd-looking, you are!
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you could speak.
Speak not? Funny is, speech I am and nothing but.
So yeah, this is a dangling participle, and he said that, this was, one of the things that, he wanted from us, so we're going to give him a, sentence to finish.
Alexander holds the sentence out to the creature.
This sentence seems in need of an ending. Perhaps you could finish it?
Where are you going? Where are you going? Know what I do? Where are you going to? Like you I do. Go I with you?
And now we have him, and we can bring him back.
Well, that was certainly interesting. It looks like Alexander now has a passenger.
Well, now we have two. Because of him
Take me home to.
and Rotten Tomato.
I got a lawyer, you know. Yeah, there's kidnapping laws in this here kingdom.
Sure now. Okay. So, we're now here.
A pond lies across the path. The water boils as if over some magical flame.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure we can cross that just perfectly.
Alexander decides to brave the boiling pond.
Never mind.
And soon realizes a deep sympathy for soup vegetables as he learns the true meaning of being in a stew.
Tickets up. Next.
It looks like Alexander's in a bit of a stew.
You made the same joke twice, god damn it. Anyways, that's why we need the iceberg lettuce. And yes, if you
Hoping
don't
to
arrive here...
cool down the boiling pond, Alexander throws in a head of iceberg lettuce.
And if you don't arrive here earlier, or...
The pond's water slowly stops boiling, cooled by the ice. It still looks hot, but bearable.
If you don't arrive here in time, then the iceberg lettuce will melt and you need to get another one.
Alexander decides to brave the steaming pond.
But now we can move across it.
Ouch! Ow! Ooh, 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 ouch!
The pond is no longer boiling, but it's hardly bathwater.
And there's a lamp on a tree branch.
An old abandoned hunter's lamp is hanging on one of the trees. Alexander wonders who might have hunted in these dense woods.
So, obviously we're gonna take that.
Alexander takes the old hunter's lamp from the tree. As Alexander continues down the path, he gets the strange feeling that he's being watched.
Come on over here and see what I'm doing with these flowers. Never mind that stone fella on top of the gate. He won't hurt you any. He's just there to scare you.
Oh, I'm sure everything will be fine here. Nothing bad will happen. I've made this joke already.
Gotcha this time.
So yeah, once again, that was the genie just tricking us.
Tickets up. Next.
That move was slightly erroneous.
God, these fucking puns. Anyways, we really just need to get the brick from right here.
Alexander picks up the brick.
Take a shot every time the narrator says Alexander, you'll die.
You aren't gonna listen to me, are you? Well, we'll just see about that.
That's odd. The gardener just disappeared.
Anyways, we'll head back, and we have to do some fun shit. Actually, we don't need to do that yet, because I'm gonna go give him the dangling participle.
Alexander.
Hello, bookworm? I have something you might be interested in.
Well, what is it this time?
I found this little fellow lost on another island.
Coming home I am too.
There you are, you naughty boy. I told you not to leave the island.
Glad I am seeing you too.
A most solemn celebration.
So, you found my dangling participle. I suppose I'll have to give you something. Let's see now. Was it a rare book you wanted?
Yes, sir.
Well, then none of these will do. They've been sitting in the sun far too long and must be well cooked by now. This one is far more rare. A delicious little tidbit.
Thanks.
So now we have a rare book.
Alexander is carrying a rare book from the bookworm.
You can tell it's
The
rare.
words in the binding are very faint. The something riddle book.
You can tell it's rare because it has a giant fucking R on it. Anyways, before we leave here, you might want to notice that there's a spider right here.
Wow. Hiya, gorgeous. Oh, what a luscious-looking hunk of flesh you are.
Thank you, I guess. Who are you?
How charming of you to pretend not to know. I'm Black Widow, of course. The femme fatale of all femme fatales. Know what I mean? You know, I was just thinking it was time I found my 50th, another husband. It would be quite a horror. I mean, an honor to have me as a bride. Just look at my beautiful weaving. It's so light, so delicate. You'll never want to leave my little nest.
It is a lovely web, but my heart is elsewhere, I'm afraid.
Oh, drat! I mean, the loss is yours. I'm sure you'll change your mind once you consider the advantages.
Pretty sure that's the same voice actor that voice acted Sharpay in Space Quest 6. Anyways, I'm gonna save here. Because, you know, that piece of paper looks interesting. Let's grab
Alexander
it.
reaches out to grab the scrap of parchment.
After my goods, are you? What a greedy little man you are.
Alexander feels the sharp prick of the Black Widow's teeth. Then, a strange burning sensation.
Well, damn.
That's what you get for preferring that old scrap of paper to me.
Tickets up. Next.
Why do you think they call her a widow?
Haha, funny. Anyways, we gotta get her away from there. So there's this loose string right here. So, you know,
Hey, don't touch that thread!
quickly do that and
Alexander
quickly grab the
snatches
paper.
the scrap of parchment, curious to see what's written on it.
Love. Interesting.
The wind blows the scrap of paper from Alexander's hand, but he remembers what it said well enough.
We're actually gonna take a look at that rare book.
Alexander opens the rare book and looks inside. The book contains riddles and has a page missing. Alexander glances at a few of the conundrums, but finds himself more curious about the one that is missing. What was the riddle, he wonders? More importantly, what was the answer? The book contains riddles. What was the riddle? The book. What? The book. What?
And what we got, well, we're not gonna know until later, but what we got was actually an answer to one of the riddles, and we'll have to actually use that riddle a lot later. But, you know, that's for a lot later. Anyways, we'll go back to the bookshop and give this to the book owner, or the shop owner, so we can, you know, do all that.
Hello? Now,
I found this rare book, and I thought of your offer.
Very interesting. Oh, it is a wonderful riddle book. Riddles are much more marketable than spells these days. I guess people believe more in mirth than in magic. Here is the spell book you wanted, and a fair trade it is, I must say. Enjoy it.
I certainly hope so. We shall see how rusty my spellcasting truly is.
Yeah. At least, you know, it's actually in the game and not in the manual. Well, speaking of the manual, let's get into it. As soon as we soar. So our next goal is to go to the island that we very briefly visited when we started. The Isle of the Mountain. Or the Isle of the Sacred Mountain. Actually, I don't want to go there yet. I want to, fuck it. Really? Does that transport me? God damn it. Okay, whatever. I don't care. I want to real quickly go and, get an item. So I'll trade in the Nightingale currently.
Good day, Prince Alec.
And get something else.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alexander.
Anyways, we're gonna take the flute.
I'll take the flute.
The flute?
Very good, Prince Alex. May its music always be sweet. Feel free to trade it back at any time.
Thank you.
Because we're gonna go back and,
Alexander.
we're gonna go back to, the Isle of Wonder and grab some items that we will need later. The reason I got the flute is because we need the hole in the wall. And we shall obtain it by playing music for the flowers, so they will dance. And we can get it. So we have to head back. And also, we might as well take a look at the spell book. So first off is the magic paint spell, which requires a cup of swamp ooze, river styx water, and black horse feather. And then, thankfully, the incantation is, you don't actually have to type it out this time. Quite nice. Next is the make rain spell, which is a few drops of salt water not from the ocean, a vial of sacred water, and falling water. And then, charming the creature of a night spell, which is a skull full of hot oak embers, a bit of sulfur, and a strand of pure-hearted maiden's hair.
This is the last page.
And that's all we need. Yeah, 3 compared to, like, the fucking, 6 or 7. So, to get, the salt water, well, we can take, from this.
Alexander takes a bottle of milk from the milkweed bush. Apparently, the dogwood tree doesn't like Alexander standing that close.
Well, too fucking bad. Anyways, we're going to give the milk to, these things.
Unless Alexander is mistaken, those plants must be baby's tears.
Yeah, baby's tears. We're gonna give them the milk.
Alexander gives one of the baby's tears a bottle of milk. The other baby's tears seem to resent Alexander's gift for some reason.
And we can collect the tears in our lamp.
Alexander collects some of the baby's tears in the old hunter's lamp.
Now I'm gonna grab, as you can see, now there's this item right here. So that sounds annoying as fuck. Now we can play the flute.
May I have this dance?
Oh, my!
Alexander stops playing the flute, but the wallflowers and snapdragons continue to dance, caught up in the music and oblivious to everything around them.
Now we can grab the hole in the wall.
While the wallflowers dance, Alexander snatches the hole in the wall.
Now we can head out of here. Another thing that we can do right here is if we take a look at our spell book, one of the things that we need, the magic paint spell, needs a cup of swamp ooze, a river styx water, I'm sure we can get that easily, and a black horse feather. So, the one that we can get right now is the swamp ooze, so let's get it.
What do you think you're doing?
You startled me. I was just getting some swamp ooze.
Well, you certainly won't get it there! That's not swamp ooze! That's swamp muck!
He's right, you know. But he could be a little nicer about telling you. He's not a very pleasant stick in the mud.
Nobody asked you! Be quiet!
Oh, the trials of being a mere bump on a log.
Seems like a happy family. Let's talk to
The
this guy.
log itself has nothing to say.
Who are you?
I'm Bump on a Log, and that's my brother, Stick in the Mud. We've had this thing about each other ever since our childhood. Mom always liked me best.
She did not! That is absolutely not true!
He's a bit lazy, you see. He's got the only swamp ooze in the swamp right next to him. But do you think he'd move a finger to help you get some? Hardly. He'd try to brain you with it more than likely. His temper's about the only thing that ever gets a workout, and that on yours truly.
Oh, like you've moved at all in the last century! Like you're Mr. Physical Activity!
Just because I can't reach anything, he thinks he can throw gushy swamp matter at me and just say whatever he likes. If only I could turn the tables on that heckler, he might learn some respect. But as you can see, I am a mere bump on a log and must be content with my lot.
Oh, shut up! You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn even if you had something to throw! Just shut up!
You see how he is?
So we obviously need to get something to throw at him. However, we do have this guy.
What do you want from me? A recitation or something? Leave me alone! Yeah!
And we can give him to throw.
There's no reason to leave. There's no
Come on.
I thought this might come in handy the next time your brother starts picking on you.
Aha! Finally, old Bump on the Log's not so defenseless, is he?
Hey! Hey! What you doing there? Watch the pulp, would you?
Now, Bumpy, remember all I've given you! The only thing you've ever given me is mud. Take this!
No! Not into the swamp!
Game just soft lock. I do believe the game just soft lock. God fucking damn it. Of course, this shit would happen in a recording. Alright then. Fucking pausing. Alright, back to where I was. I'm gonna turn down cycles to like fucking 25%.
You're ugly and you smell bad! Yeah!
Fuck it. I'm gonna put it down to 20% actually. And hopefully this doesn't fuck it up.
No!
Please, I swear to God, I don't want to fucking redo this.
Hey, okay, I give up. Jeez, sorry.
Well, I guess it's not very pleasant having things thrown at you. I'm sorry.
You mean it? Really? Brother?
Brother!
Stick in the Mud and Bump on a Log, exhausted from the battle, immediately doze off into naps. Rotten Tomato, being equally lazy, decides to join them.
Okay, and with that, I'll turn back cycles, and now we have swamp ooze to collect.
Alexander fills the teacup with the swamp ooze.
And, we shall finally get on to the big event. Actually, before that, I have to go back to the pawn shop and get a different item. Which we will need as to not die later. I'm already on the Isle of Wonder. Fucking Christ, dude.
Alex.
Back to the crown, to the pawn shop.
Good.
God damn it. Come on, I want the fucking... Okay, there we go.
Would you mind?
Of course, Alexander.
And we will this time grab the tinderbox.
I believe I'll take the tinderbox.
Very good, Prince.
Thank you.
And now, we will get to the fun part. And by fun, I mean kinda fucking tedious. Alright, so now we will go to the, area that we have not yet really discovered that much. The Isle of the Sacred Mountain. So first, I must mention, the guidebook to the Land of the Green Isles. It, came with the game, and it basically expands upon the lore of the islands and all its folklore and such and such. And in that is, you know, the Land of the Sacred Mountains, or the Isle of the Sacred Mountains, and, that basically, you know, there exists, like, this ancient race, and, like, whoever ascended this mountain is, like, a chosen one. And there are several hints, and basically this serves as the game's copy protection, because there are several puzzles in there, which you can only solve by having the guidebook. And so...
There appears to be something etched into the face of the cliff.
We now have to...
Alexander decides to get closer.
Normally, this is called the Cliffs of Logic, however. As most people call it, it's the Cliffs of Copy Protection, because that's what it is, it's copy protection. So, I have all the answers on hand, so... the first hint that you're given is only those pure of heart will be able to rise the Cliffs of Logic. And in this, rise is capitalized, so obviously, we can spell out rise.
Huge blocks of stone erupt from the granite cliffs.
And we gotta keep doing this until we reach the top of the mountain.
Alexander stares with wonder. That's quite a way to welcome a guest, if indeed it is a welcome.
So now, we can climb, and I'll show off a quick Easter egg.
Whoa, wait a minute.
I think that's a thing that can happen if your fucking cycles are too high. Anyways, I'll show off a quick Easter egg.
Oh no, Alexander loses his balance.
Whoa! Ow! Hey!
We can do that again.
Oh no, Alexander loses his balance.
Whoa! Ow! Hey!
And we can do that again.
Oh no, Alexander loses his balance.
Whoa! Hey, quit making me fall.
Oh my god, he broke the fourth wall. Anyways. Now we can climb.
Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa!
Alright, now we're to the next one.
Alexander examines the strange.
And our next one is a Master of Languages will soar. Now, the game does not give you an explicit hint for this one. However, if you read through it, actually, did I just fucking spoil it? Yeah, I think I did. Oops, fuck. Okay, never mind. Basically, this one doesn't give you an explicit hint. However, if you read through the guidebook, you'll find the phrasing, a Master of Languages will soar. So we need to type out soar. However, strange etchings that we don't know. However, this actually corresponds to language, which, you know, we can is obviously in the manual. So first off, we have to press S, which is this one. After that is O, which is this face-looking thing. After that is A, which is this box. And R is this symbol right
The
here.
stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
Whoa, wait a minute.
God damn it.
Whoa, whoa,
Fucking hate that.
whoa.
Fucking, I'll turn down my cycle so it doesn't fucking do that. God, I swear running CR games is a fucking nightmare nowadays, even on DOSBox. Christ.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
So this is another one that you get a hint for.
Nothing.
And, yeah, save.
Alexander...
So, in the manual, it says, 4 men standing in a row, third from the left and down you go. The rest in order move you on, the youngest, the oldest, and the second son. So, third from the left and down you go. So pressing this will kill you. Now, the rest in order move you on, youngest, oldest, and second son. So it's actually, this button, this button, this button. I'm not entirely sure why it's that. Why it's like that. I've tried to understand it, but, I kind of don't get it.
The stone beneath Alexander...
I watched a video on how, you know, like, this copy protection works, and I still don't entirely understand how that puzzle is supposed to work. I'm just dumb, you know.
Whoa, wait.
Fucking hell. Alright, now we're on the next one.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
So, all we get here is Sacred 4, and this is another thing that you don't find in the manual. So what you have to do here is you have to read the manual and find the Sacred 4. So the manual says, at the top of the scale were the Sacred 4, the emotion Tranquility, the color Azure, the creature Caterpillar, and the element Air. Now, the languages in here actually correspond to those things, so we will have to find the correct one. So, I actually have to look through here, because I don't remember what all these are. So first off, we need Tranquility. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, D is Tranquility, which is this chess piece right here. The color Azure is O, which is again the face. The creature Caterpillar is Q, which is this right here. And the element Air, let's see here, is G, which is this.
The stone beneath Alexander...
Yeah, this section's very slow.
Whoa!
God damn it. Now we're on to the final part.
Alexander
And this is another thing. So, this is the final hint that the game gives you. And this one says, only those of the highest order may ascend the Cliffs of Logic. And ascend is capitalized, so once again, we have to type it out.
The stone beneath...
That's the final one. Now we can get to the top of the Isle of the Sacred Mountain.
Whoa, wait.
Come on. And now we're up at the top, finally.
Alexander finds himself, finally, at the top of the cliffs. Exhausted, he steps over the lip of the plateau and stands.
Why do you make such an effort to climb the cliffs, young man? The winged ones who live on this island have the power of flight. You could have it too, if you'd only eat a berry from this magical flying nightshade bush. See? The sweet berries will make you float like a petal on the wind. Try some.
And obviously this is a death, but we'll show it off anyway for the sake of
Perhaps
playthrough.
one of the leaves?
Not the leaves, dearie. The berries on top of the bush.
All right. I'll try some of your berries.
Oh, goody. Eat quickly, dear boy, and I'll show you the way to the lord and lady of this isle.
What?
Slightly bitter, pretty one.
Tickets up. Next.
And then there's some land I have for sale in the death bogs of Tamir.
Anyways, I actually want to get him to go away, so we're actually going to go back down.
Right then, stay tied to the ground like a load of lead. See if I care. You human.
How odd. The old woman just disappeared in a cloud of smoke. Perhaps those berries are even more powerful than she led Alexander to believe.
So we'll actually head down, and thankfully, we don't need to climb
Alexander climbs carefully down the long face of the Logic Cliffs.
we don't need to actually...
Whoa!
Fuck off, game. We don't actually need to climb the entire thing every time. We can just go down and, yeah.
Alexander arrives at the top of the cliffs, somewhat winded after his long but uneventful climb.
So yeah, thankfully it skips all that, because we can't go into this cave, without, her being there, because if she's there, then we can't go, so. Well, the wizard, more specifically.
Alexander crawls through the small opening in the rock. Alexander finds himself in a dark cave.
And this is why we need the tinderbox, because we need to see in here.
Alexander takes the candle from his tinderbox and uses the flint in the box to light it.
And we can look at one of the more disgusting sprites in this game. Look at that. Someone didn't cut out their sprite properly. Good job. We can go through this cave.
Alexander
Or this hole.
crawls through the opening in the rock. The lighting in this part of the cave is better. Alexander extinguishes the candle's flame and places it back in his pack.
Can look at the hole here.
A natural window-like opening in the rock provides a view to the outside world. A peppermint plant grows on the window's ledge.
In this greenery right here, or the peppermint plant, which we obviously will take.
Alexander takes a few leaves from the plant. As he does so, a strong smell of peppermint is released. Ah.
And we will need that. We won't need it, but we will slightly. you'll see later.
Alexander crawls back into the first room of the cave. Alexander can't see a thing.
And luckily, we don't need to use the tinderbox to get out of here. You can just click the hole.
Alexander crawls back through the passage to the top of the cliffs.
And we can head up over here.
Look, an intruder! Hold! How did you get up here, human?
I climbed the cliffs.
That is not possible. No one has solved the cliffs of logic in several centuries, and if the cliffs were to be solved, it would certainly not be by a human.
I didn't mean to trespass. I only wanted to visit this beautiful island.
No visitors have been welcome on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain in years. Not since the Red and White Queens had spies in the guise of friendly visitors steal our island's sacred golden fleece. But we will not display such foolish trust again. You will have to answer to Lord Azure and Lady Ariel. They will determine what will be done with you. I can assure you, it will not be pleasant.
With what trickery did you master the cliffs of logic and reach the city of the Winged Ones?
Only the magic of clear thought, my lord. I meant no harm.
The cliffs of logic. It is the sacred oracle's prophecy, Azure.
Yes, Ariel. It is lucky for you, human, that climbing the cliffs of logic is part of a prophecy that I cannot ignore. We have just been ordered by Wazir Al-Hazred himself to dispose of any strangers that might land on our fair isle. But the prophecy would have a different fate befall you.
The prophecy predicts that whosoever climbs the cliffs of logic will defeat the Minotaur. The Minotaur has violated our sacred catacombs and eats our young in sacrifice. Our own daughter, Lady Celeste, was taken there only this morning as his most recently demanded offering.
A dilemma, then. Whom shall I obey in regards to your fate? The Oracle or the Crown? But since Al-Hazred did not dictate how I was to dispose of intruders, and since you cannot possibly survive the catacombs, your imprisonment there should serve both purposes quite admirably.
I will not resist you in this, my lord. I shall do my best to save your daughter.
First, I must tell you that the catacombs are a labyrinth of rooms, a place of exceeding danger. You will need many tools and clear wits to survive it.
I am ready.
Very well. My guards will take you there now. You seem courageous enough, but the catacombs will determine how brave you really are.
If you don't have everything, you can actually, they'll actually take you back to the front and wait for you to climb the cliffs again. So, you know, you won't get stuck immediately, but because I have all the items, we can immediately go to the catacombs.
Why did you tell Lord Azure you were ready and willing to face the catacombs? No one is ever ready, and only a fool could be willing.
And you are far wiser, I suppose, to leave a maiden to die? To not fight this plague on your own people?
Bravery and suicide are two different things, human. You will have a chance to renounce your choice soon enough, when you lay trembling under the Minotaur's hooves.
We shall see. Thanks for the escort.
We only escort you to your death. May the fates make it quick so that you do not have to scream long.
Well, fuck you too, buddy. And now we're in the catacombs. However, once again, I think we've
The
accomplished...
catacombs entrance door is locked from the outside by the Winged One's guards. It seems that leaving the catacombs by that door is not an option.
So once again, I think we have done enough for this part. We're going on 40 minutes. Fucking Christ, these parts are getting so goddamn long. Well, they have already been very long. But, yeah, this is just a very long game. So, yeah. We will we will do the catacombs in the next part, so yeah, I will see you sometime later. Bye.